Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, that's Ducky, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is a 2 Up Tuesday. It's 2 Up Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday today. I'm sure it's Tuesday today. 2 Ace Tanker replays in one video. That's right, this time it's going to be a couple of tier 9s. This is Goldie 12 from 1ARcade in the T95, the T95, the Doom Turtle. Now this tank got a bit of a buff a couple of patches ago now. It's not as fast as it might look. We are quickening up the replay as he plows through that dead ship on Glacier. A little bit about the gun as we get into battle position. It's a 155mm gun. 750 alpha damage, which is massive. 276 penetration with standard rounds. 320 with APCR, which is premium on this bad boy. Now Gold TY12 from 1ARcade. He's in the T95, affectionately known as the Doom Turtle, and he's going to where all the action sort of happens on Glacier, where the heavy tanks go, because you can, look, as long as you're not going to get flanked, you can quite easily play this bad boy like a heavy tank. It's very, very heavily armoured at the front. You can see he's got one mark of excellence. He knows how to play this thing, and it's out of all the tier 9 tanks that I've considered rebuying, this has been one of them. I know when it got its buff a few patches ago, I know they made it quicker, but they made it, I can't remember exactly what they did with it, but look, it's a pretty groovy tank. It's got 4 tracks. 2 tracks on each side, heavily armoured. You can block stuff for days. There's a lot of videos out there of this thing just blocking stuff, just driving forward, and people really not knowing how to penetrate the front of the T95, the Tier 9 American. Non-turreted tank destroyer, the one that leads to the E3. Of course, the E4 is the other one. That's the one with the turret. This one leads to the E3, and that's pretty heavily armoured as well. Anyway, the score is 1-3. 1-3 on Glacier as he looks for the lower plate on the VK100A1P. Gets him for 790 damage. That takes his damage count up to 1,443 hit points. He gets shot in the tracks, doesn't bother to fix his tracks because he knows nobody else was really aiming his way. 2-3 the score, looking towards that ISM, who's angling quite well. And I think that's why he's holding his fire on the tier 8 rear turreted Russian heavy tank. Looking here, trying to get a little bit cheeky. He blocks a couple of shots from the E75 and the VK. Also the ISM shoots the E75 that time for 843 hit points. Bit of a high roll there considering the average damage is normally 750. 3-4 the score now. He reloads just in time to shoot the T30 in the tracks, not only tracking him but also taking him for another 758 health. Hopefully he gets some assisted damage. It doesn't look like it. Looks like maybe the T30 fixed his tracks and backed up. And that's a clanmate as well. Always good to shoot a clanmate when they're on the enemy team, that's for sure. 3-4 the score now. Goldie from 1ARcade in the T95 shoots and kills the VK100 for 417 health. Brings his total damage up to nearly 3,500 hit points, and that's his first kill of this game. And he's also evened up the scoreboard 4 apiece. Looking at the minimap, you've got the Leopard PTA sniping back here with the Repeatable Waffenträger. A little bit of action happening in the east, just out of view range, with a Hawk 30, a Waffenträger Panzer 4, and a Lynx on the enemy team. Don't think he landed that shot on the Louis, the tier 8 premium Russian heavy tank. But look, you got to take those shots every now and then. You're going to land it. 1,770 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3,500 damage done. The score's 5-4 now. Looks like the boys in the eastern side of the minimap are looking. They're looking okay. It looks like they might have the numbers on the enemy. I mean, obviously, no idea how we're looking for hit points and stuff, but it looks like they do have the numbers as this Lynx flies past on the eastern side. He shoots a low again for another 780, bringing his damage done up to 4,241. 2,090 damage blocked by armor. And it's just, he's doing it too easy. He's only dropped 398 hit points in this game, and being right at the front, executes the Louis in the side of the turret for only 116 hit points, but it's his second kill. And now they're winning. Now they're winning 6-5. They were down by a couple early on in this game, but now, thanks to Goldie's 4,500 damage done so far, there's still plenty of tanks to shoot at here. The E75 shoots him and he bounces it. 6-6 the score. The T30 unfortunately got taken out there by the ISM. ISM, is that the same ISM? It is. The same ISM has relocated to the middle of the map. He must have gone all the way back around there as Goldie drives forward, keeping this mound of ice to his right so that the E75 and nobody there on the E75 and the T30. Can't shoot him in the side. Goes past this. It looks like another dead ship. And look at this, they're all one-shots. However, look, the E75 on 97 hit points. The IS3 on 173 says no problem, shoots him in the side. Dodges a shot from, what's that? A T95 on the enemy team has gone up. A T95's gone up there. He's sticking with AP rounds. He's not tempted to tap on the 2 key. When the score's 11-7. If he can get the kill on the E75, it'll be 12-7. But blocks the T95 on the enemy team. For another 750 damage blocked by armor. Looks, that's where you want to shoot the T95s. The lower plate or the cupola. He is wiggling. He's not making it easy. And of course the tracks eat up that shot. 4,500 damage done. Goldie 12 from 1AR clan. 3 kills. 4,500 damage done. 3,720 damage blocked by armor. Doesn't block that one though. The enemy T95 putting one through him, and he puts one through in return for another 820 hit points before he reverses back behind this this flipped ship. Only one enemy tank remaining. It must be a 14 versus 14, this one. And it's a T95 on the enemy team. It's Goldie 12 from 1AR clan on 3 kills. 5,350 hit points of damage. 3,720 damage blocked by armor. Pretty confident this is going to be an ace, he says to himself as he continues to look towards the T95. And look at the mini-map. They're all driving up that hill. And look, maybe the T95 is going to turn around. That's probably what Goldie might be thinking here. Might be thinking that T95 is going to aim down that ramp into all of those tanks and keep his armor in front of those. Maybe Goldie can get a shot in the back of the American non-turreted tank destroyer. Maybe he doesn't look like he can now because he's gone too far. The enemy T95 has gone too far down that hill, and he gets taken out by the ISM. Well, it's misplayed. There we go. There's misplayed. Celebrities everywhere. Misplayed and Tim Bob both in that battle. And let's have a look at the result. If I can find the right button. There's the result. Hopefully, there it goes. There it comes up. That's Goldie from 1AR clan. What a legend. In the T95, the Doom Turtle, the one with no turret, the non-turreted American tank destroyer. That was an Ace Tank Up Mastery badge. It was also a Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof. You got a couple of bonds for that game. Cool headed for surviving at least 10 ricochets or non-penetrating shots in a row from the enemy team. Steel Wall, high caliber. And top score with 5,350 hit points of damage. 3 kills, 1,337 base experience. He fired 11 shots, only 11 shots. 10 hit and 8 penetrated, and that was enough for 5,350 damage. That's that big 750 alpha damage gun. Doesn't take too many shots to really rack the damage up in a game like that as well. He even made credits, 16,500 credits. That's after tax with a standard account in that 8-minute game in the Super Chill T95. Let's move on to our second game now. Today is Tuesday. It's 2 Up Tuesday. 2 Ace Tanker replays in one video. And today it's all about the Tier 9s. This is Gloster 173 from Airy Clan and is in the Object 430. Now the Object 430 used to be a Tier 10. They changed the way it works. It used to be a Tier 10. Now it's a Tier 9. With the Object 430U coming into the game, they dropped the Object 430 down from Tier 10 to Tier 9. And this is a few patches ago now. And the Object 430U really is shaping up to be a pretty groovy tank. Quick mouthful of coffee before it goes cold yet again. We're on Malinovka. We're on Malinovka as he puts a shot towards those bushes where the Charioteer was last seen. Not sure if that second one went through. I don't think the first one did. Gloster 173 from Airy Clan in the Object 430. Looks like he's climbing up to the top of the hill on what did I say? Malinovka. He's got the AP rounds loaded. 390 alpha damage. 238 penetration with the 122mm gun. 270 penetration with APCR, which is premium on this tank. AP is standard ammunition, and he's confidently grabbing the top of the hill of Malinovka, looking to see what enemy tanks might be pushing up there. It is a Tier 9 game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tier 9 tanks on each team. The rest are Tier 8s. The score's 1-1. The Mutz has been taken out of the enemy team pretty early on, but Gloster's team have lost 2 tanks, probably on the other side of the map or in the middle part, out of view range of us. The SU-130PM as well as the LT-432. A couple of Tier 8 premium Russian tanks gone straight back to the garage. Unusual. Not sure where they were killed. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at this hill. Now, Gloster 173, he's no dummy. He knows what he's doing in this tank. He's already got a mark of excellence, and he's probably going to have He'll have 3 on this bad boy before you know it. Don't worry about that. The score's 1-2, and he's found some tanks on the enemy team accosting the hill as well. An IS-6, which shouldn't be too hard to penetrate. The Object 705, which might be a little bit more challenging. And what's the other one? Oh, there were 3, and the IS-3, of course. Looks like the IS-3 might. Oh, is he retreating? No, he's just sort of sitting out there in the open, presenting himself not too badly. Gloster puts one into the side of the tier 8 Russian heavy tank. Looking at the IS-6 now, that shot doesn't quite land. It is Russian. It does take. Sometimes it misses. It's they're not known for their accuracy. That's for sure. Shoots the 705 again, doesn't penetrate it. 371 damage done so far. 210 damage, assisted damage. 1-3 is a score. He cops another shot from that 705, an APCR round, which brings him down to 951 hit points. Puts one into the 705 that time, does manage to penetrate. That's 732 damage done, but he's lost half his hit points, so he wants to be a little bit careful, and his team are down 1-3. So all the little mission thing come up there. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. He's backing up. He needs to do assist. Oh no, he's not going to get that mission, that's for sure. Probably won't do that one either. Not many TDs on in this game for those 2 missions, but anyway, Gloster 173 from Erie Clan is oh, there's that 705 again. Jeez, this is it'll be a gamble. Decides not to take the shot. He's already switched to APCR rounds. Wants that extra penetration. 270 pen compared to 238. It's only 32. It's only 32 extra millimeters, but it might make all the difference, especially if he's getting ready to carry this game. Only 7 APCR rounds up his sleeve, and he's been quite patient here. It's a bit of a duel. You can see on his left the IS-3 and the AMX 5100 are trying to flank these tanks. Gloster puts another one into the 705, takes him down to a 1-shot. The AMX 5100 kills the tier 9 rear turreted Russian heavy tank, and now he's looking towards an IS-6. Surely that would have been a kill if he hadn't missed, but Russian accuracy, it just went a little bit too high, and that looks like the hill is well and truly secured. 4-3 the score. Gloster from Erie Clan on 1,115 hit points of damage. 350 damage blocked by armor, 346 assisted damage. He's just getting warmed up, folks. I'll give you the mail. Right now. 4-3 the score. Looking towards the Leopard PTA. Shoots him for 378 health. 1,495 hit points of damage done. 390 damage blocked. 346 assisted damage. Looking for more opportunities. Goes down the hill. This isn't a bad ploy of this part of the map. Goes down the hill. Just listen to my dog. The dog might be barking. I'm not sure. Hopefully nobody's at the front door. Goes down the hill and starts flying towards where all these tanks have last been seen. There's a Charioteer, a Leopard PTA, Progetto 46, Object 430. Plenty of tanks to shoot at. The score's 4-3, 5-3 now, as the UDES 14-5 kills the Object 430, and now Gloster 173 going forward, looking for vision into the into this, what's it called? The forest, which is unfortunately on Malinovka. That's why it's often called Kampanovka. That's where everyone often ends up if it looks like things are getting a little bit hairy. 5-5 on Malinovka. Look at the layout of all these tanks. The AMX 5100 up on the hill on 342 health. That's a one-shot for a lot of tanks. Same with the Conqueror, also on... Where'd the Conqueror go? Also on 326 hit points. Both one-shots for the enemy team. They're now down by a tank, 5-6. And he finds the Jagdpanzer, shoots him for 424 hit points. That's not a bad roll into the tier 9 non-turreted German tank destroyer, the Leopard PTA, on 538 hit points. He wants to get a shot into the German medium tank. Takes him down to a one-shot. 6-8 the score. Leopard PTA gets taken out by the Conqueror. Sniped from the roof, but not before he kills the AMX 5100, bringing the score back to 6-8. They're still down by 2 tanks. Gloster 173 from Erie Clan, deciding to maybe get the hell out of there, getting away from that dangerous forest. You can't spot tanks in that forest. They're all camoed up far too well. Maybe get rid of some of these tanks that are down here in the south. Shoots, and I thought that was a miss, but he gets the AMX 30 in the side and the back of the tracks for, what was that, 387 hit points. Brings his damage up to 2643, and he's hoping for a kill shot here. That one goes a little bit too high. He's only on 57 hit points. Sticking with standard rounds now because the AMX 50, not known for its armour, the Tier 9 French non-auto loading medium tank, 57 hit points left on that tank. 6-8 is the score. Looking towards the AMX 30, who's showing no signs of moving. The Leopard PTA, or the two Leopard PTAs, they're both maintaining vision on that thing. They're not too far away from the AMX 30. There was a Hawk 12 there not too long ago. Finally, the one of the Leopard PTA kills the AMX 30, and now possibly our hero, Gloster 173 from Erie Clan, looks like he might be heading back to the northern part of this map to try and make some kind of charge into the last remaining camping tanks. There's 6 tanks remaining. The Jag Tiger, last seen in the forest. The Charioteer as well. He's looking towards the STA. I didn't think that was in view range. He's got a rock there in between him. 382 hit points left on the STA2. That's is that going to be one shot or two? No, it should be one shot. As long as he doesn't roll too low, waits for that Russian gun to aim, gets him, shoots him for that's his first kill this game. Hard to believe. 3,025 damage done so far. 390 damage blocked by armor. 817 assisted damage, and is showing great patience here. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. 8-8 is the score. Gloster 173 from Erie Clan in the Object 430, the Tier 9 Russian medium tank. Finds the T95, shoots him once. The T95 taking his time getting out of the way, shoots him again for another 412 hit points, brings his damage up to 3,800, and the T95 is not making it too hard, is he? That must be the back of the tank. Is reloading, is going, rightio, one more. Am I going to get another one? This will be a kill if I can get it. Look, that T95 did not know what to do. Well, clearly Gloster 173 not spotted at that part of the game, so the T95 just didn't know what to do. He was trying to cower behind that rock, but also being from in that part of the map, he was also worried about getting shot from these guys. I guess that's why he was hanging that big T95 backside out the side of the rock. That's why Gloster got the easy shots. Maybe. 9-8 the score now. Gloster from Erie Clan. 4,279 hit points of damage done. 390 damage blocked, 817 assisted damage. He's got 2 kills. The Uds 14.5, or the Udez 14.5. That's a Tier 8 Swedish non-premium medium tank. He's coming forward, looking for vision on the cap. There's 4 enemy tanks remaining. The Jag Tiger last spotted in the forest. The Charioteer last spotted right here. Guarantee is back there in the forest as well. There's the Hawk 12, gets taken out by Major Far Cup. Got to be careful how you pronounce that bloke's name in the Leopard PTA. And now it's 10-8 with 3 tanks remaining. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. And Gloster lets his teammates know in the chat that he's going to try and spot the forest. The last 3 remaining tanks, you could bet your last dollar that they're all in the forest. He's on 729 hit points. He's clearly looked around and realised that he's got more hit points than anybody else on his team. And to be fair, he's probably got the armour as well. Apart from maybe the Conqueror, but the Conqueror is pretty low. Drives into the forest. I thought he would have either been spotted or found something by now. Continuing to drive near the forest. There's the Progetto right in front of him. He's got to get rid of the Progetto first. That's the guy who's spotting him. Shoots him once, takes him down to 950 hit points. So that Progetto was nearly full health, but choosing to stay in the forest. Is this going to be it for the mission? I don't think, not quite. His mission is to do 2,500 damage to TDs. He might get this. There's still 1 tank destroyer left. It's the Jag Tiger. The Jag Tiger and the Progetto both last spotted in this vicinity. There's the Jag Tiger. He shoots him and he gets the mission. He shoots him and gets the mission. The Progetto starts to shoot him, and Gloster, that's 3 shots from the Progetto. Gloster shoots the Progetto, takes him down to 161 hit points, and is that Progetto cowering? He's there in the water. He doesn't want to, I hope he doesn't want to drown. This could be, if he gets the win, which he should, he gets the win. That's his mission. He jumps into the water, trying to ram the Progetto as well, and he shouldn't drown. It'll be all over before he gets to drown, but he was doing that for shits and giggles, folks, that's for sure. Got a mission in the end. I didn't think he was going to get that mission. I even called it earlier on. I thought, I don't think he's going to get this mission, that damage to tank destroyers, but in the end, he certainly did. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Gloster 173 from Erie Clan. In the Object 430, previously the Tier 10 Russian heavy tank, now it's a Tier 9. Spotter medal for all that assisted damage that he did. Bruiser, 5 for effect. He got some bonds for the Confederate and the high caliber. He got the mission, and he even, look at that, 6,162 hit points of damage, 3 kills, 1296 base experience. He fired 26 shots, 19 hits, 17 penned. To be fair, a few of them were blind. He got 3.5 from more than 300 metres. Didn't feel like that kind of game because he was right in the thick of it in that Object 430. Which is an absolute ripper of a tank, and 1,438 assisted damage. That would have helped with the ace as well. The game went for 14 minutes, and he made 13.5 credits with a premium account in the Object 430. Thank you once again, Gloster 173 from Erie Clan in the Object 430, and Goldie from 1AR in the T95. It's been a 2-Up Tuesday. Thank you very much for the replays. Folks, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.